Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Luke. I'm the School Development Manager at ISC Research. Thank you for joining us for the second part of our webinar series, which highlights key trends within the international schools market. Whilst last week's session highlighted how market trends and practices could impact your recruitment strategy, today's session is focused on admission strategy. This session is being recorded and the link to the recording will be shared with you for future reference. Please feel free to post your questions in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them today, and we'll follow up after the event for any that I can't get to today. So let's get started. As of July this year, there were 13,180 international schools around the world. These schools have 5.8 million students enrolled, are employing 571,000 teaching staff and generating $53 billion from school fees. All of these schools deliver some or all of their learning in English. The total growth since 2012 for the number of schools, student enrollment, and total fee income highlights how strong this market is. The market as a whole demonstrated defensive resilience throughout COVID-19 and looks set to come out of the pandemic stronger than ever. How do we know this? Throughout the year, the research team at ISC Research constantly gathers data and intelligence on the world's international schools. This is an ongoing process of direct communication and surveys with school leaders and key organisations to identify market developments and shifts as they emerge. This allows us to collect an extensive range of data on international school business and practice. Let me just take a moment to introduce you to ISC Research and what we do. ISC Research has been gathering data and intelligence on the international schools market for over 25 years, tracking the market closely for shifts, challenges, good practice, new development, and emerging opportunities. We process close to 300,000 data points every year and spend 4,500 hours on verification to ensure that we and you can trust our data. Since 1994, we have guided schools with their growth plans, informed investors on new school developments, helped universities to engage with international schools, as well as advising education suppliers and other partners that are supporting the market. ISC Research supplies online data platforms, in-depth reports, datasets, and expertise on the market, in addition to specialist areas of practice within international schools. You can follow ISC Research on our LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook to ensure that you are up to date on all of our news and resources as they become available. Now, let's take a look at how we use the data we collect to view the latest trends. In order to analyse market growth of the fee type of international schools, ISC Research splits the market into premium fee schools, mid-market fee schools, and low fee schools. This split is based only on the fees and makes no judgment on the standard of the school, so you could have an outstanding school that falls into the mid-market fee sector. Premium fee schools represent the top 25% of the international schools based upon their fees in each country. The international schools market has seen a notable growth in demand for schools at a fee point that is affordable by more families. Several factors have impacted the expansion of this sector. There is growing interest from local families selecting an international school in their neighbourhood in preference to a local state or independent school. There is a growth of expatriate families originating from a wide range of countries. And there are declining benefits packages that include education fees for dependents. And COVID-19 has also impacted the incomes of some families. A growing number of international schools are being established or are adapting their fees with the purpose of meeting the needs of a mid-market fee sector. Needless to say, premium fee international schools do remain in demand from the wealthiest sector of society who can access this and want what they consider to be educational prestige and the best education money can buy. Here you can see the growing enrolment trends of both the premium fee and mid-market fee sectors of the global market. Although the mid-market fee sector of international schools is attracting more students than the premium fee sector, growth in premium fee school student enrolment remains stable, showing that the international schools market as a whole is broadening to meet the needs of a wider range of students. ISC Research released a white paper detailing market developments within the premium fee and mid-market fee sectors in May of last year. This is available free on the ISC Research website. Many of the nationally orientated international schools that existed a few years ago are gradually evolving to schools that are more international in their orientation. Orientation is defined by the choice of curricula and examinations that a school offers. Today, a growing number of international schools combine various strands of national and international curricula, such as some programs from the International Baccalaureate or from Cambridge International, some elements or programs from the UK or US, plus some elements from the national curriculum of the country in which the school is located. These schools tend to be moving towards a more international orientation within their ethos and vision. When it comes to curricular choice, our field research suggests that many international schools are now looking for curricula that allow flexibility, enabling the school to adapt them to the needs of their location, student base, and their school strengths. Trends exist within the international schools market, which segment it fairly significantly. Some of these trends directly impact service and supply needs, as well as the priorities of the schools. The table on the right shows the percentages of each school type within the total market at that time. In July 2017, 71% of the international school market was delivering English medium learning only, compared to 29% offering a bilingual offering. By July 2022, schools delivering bilingual learning had increased to 36%. This change is driven by a number of factors. Many parents want their child to value their home language and cultural heritage, as well as becoming fluent English speakers. There is also growing academic understanding of the importance of the mother tongue and the impact of subtractive bilingualism on children. In addition, there are some governments that require those students attending an international school in their home country, the local nationals, to receive some learning delivered in the national language. Another trend we're seeing is that of accredited schools. Accreditation remains relatively low as a percentage of the total market, but its increase suggests that the perceived value of accreditation by some international schools is growing. Most schools work towards accreditation to improve standards and to set their school apart from other international schools they compete with. Some parents will view accreditation as a quality mark for a school. There are several reasons why there is an increasing demand for international schools. Let's explore how they stand out from other K-12 educational offerings. If you were asked to highlight the key factors in which international schools differ from domestic K-12 educational offerings, what would they be? We've published our answers in our latest white paper, drawing from our research with school leaders and market experts. Knowing what makes the English medium international school market different from other education offers is as important for the industry as it is for parents making an educational choice for their child. This white paper explores how this maturing market is differentiating itself from the K-12 educational offerings. The white paper, What Makes the International Schools Market Different, is available to download for free now on our website at iscresearch.com/intelligence. As an alternative educational offering now accessible in most leading cities of the world, the competitive nature of international schools also means that their standards have to remain higher than the other options parents may consider, including free state schools and domestic independent schools, in order to attract student admissions. Our white paper highlights factors that have helped the international schools market become a competitive educational sector. Notably, its ability to attract a diverse global talent pool of teachers and leaders who bring teaching skills, cultural perspectives, and lifestyle experiences from different countries. Drawing from its research, ISC Research says the other top reasons attracting parents to international schools are English as the main instruction of learning, international curricula, and qualifications that prepare students for global higher education offers. Smaller class sizes that allow children more direct contact with their teachers and a holistic learning approach are also key differentiators. The white paper includes insights from regional experts to demonstrate how the international schools market varies from region to region and in different contexts. During the Adruptors at School conference in July of this year, ISC Research asked international school delegates about the place of their international school within the local community. Our respondents were asked an open-ended question about which features parents value most from their international school. This chart provides a breakdown of the statements provided by the respondents. The most common statements were teaching and learning, international curriculum, and community. Respondents were asked about the marketing messages that are currently most influential for the international school. These responses are covered within the white paper. In most major cities, international schools compete against each other. ISC Research asked our research respondents if domestic private schools in their locality also compete for student enrolment. 59% of respondents in our research said they believed that their international school competes with local private schools for student admissions. 20% responded that they don't believe they compete with local private schools, and 21% said this is somewhat true. The clear message is that most international schools do compete with the other independent local schools accessible to parents within a vicinity. In light of all this information, how could your school stand out and support your admissions targets? The first step in answering this question is understanding your market. What schools do you compete with and how? That's where ISC Research can help you. Our benchmarking report is designed for schools that want to better understand their position within their market. Produced to order, a benchmarking report is essential for an international school to know how it compares to other international schools locally, regionally, or even globally. This is a data-based report which allows you to compare your facilities, student enrollments, fees, staff salaries, and benefits, as well as other points of comparison, against a bespoke cohort of schools of your choice. And what the report allows you to do, essentially, is help inform your decision-making and strategy planning around your admissions, recruitment, standards, and development within your school using current, reliable, and unbiased data. So if you think this is the kind of service that could help you and your school, please do get in contact with me, and I'd be happy to work with you to choose a competitive cohort to provide you the best possible data analysis. And if you need a more comprehensive research piece, our positioning report provides a further qualitative analysis within your competitive landscape, including a detailed competitor analysis featuring local growth and development plans and future trends to consider, an assessment of demand comparing relevant data points, including tuition fees, curricula, and examinations, as well as enrolments, student age ranges, admission fees, and highlighting potential barriers to entry and growth. It also includes an audit of teaching staff profiles and requirements, as well as a comparative analysis of other differentiating factors such as school facilities, SEN provision, or online reviews. The ISC positioning report can prove to be essential to your strategy, as it will help inform your strategic planning, adjust your admissions and tuition, improve your recruitment strategy using data and intelligence, and enhance your market understanding by sharing independent data analysis easily accessible by a school board or governing body. Again, if this report is of interest to you or your school, please do get in contact with me and I'd be happy to discuss further. Our report's data and our intelligence is unfortunately limited by being static. If you're looking for a more dynamic solution, ISC Insight, our live data portal for international schools, has launched. Insight is available as a free version specifically for schools, which allows limited data access within your country. Our Plus subscription is also now available and includes access to live data on international schools in 3 target countries, including tuition fee ranges, enrolment, facilities, and additional fees charged. live customizable analysis options, allowing breakdown of schools for categories such as curricula or age, an interactive map of school locations, which, working with the filters, allows overviews of where schools are situated, ideal for catchment area analysis, and a sub-regional intelligence report to develop your market knowledge, including current regulations, policies, and trends within your region. This is all live data reported as soon as our verification checks are done. This provides you with ISC Research's most up-to-date data as soon as it is available, long before it is featured in any of our report offerings. ISC Research also publishes a wide range of resources for schools and partners. These include white papers and our specialist reports, several of which are free. Our recent reports include Teaching and Learning in International Schools, the Pathway from International School to Higher Education report, the Recruitment and CPD in International Schools, the International School Student Profile report, What Makes the International Schools Market Different white paper, the brands and groups that are leading the world's international schools sector, and our new Governance Practices in International Schools report. If you would like to stay in touch about good practice and initiatives within the international school sector, you may also want to subscribe to the International School Leader magazine and follow the annual International School Awards, which highlight inspiring initiatives across the international schools community. Please use the link on this page, iscresearch.com/resources, to access many of our free resources. Thank you for listening. There is time for some questions. I understand we've got some questions from LinkedIn. Just bear with me 1 second, please. So, had a question regarding accessing the data on our platform. It does tend to need to be the head of school due to the licensing agreement, but if you email me on the email address on the screen, I can work with you to help make this easier or work out how we can get the data that you need for the project you need. We like to support, obviously, education, and we support students as much as we're able to. So we've had a question about whether or not we're present in the UAE. We are present in the UAE. We work in a lot of Western Asia. Our head of global research is based in Western Asia at the moment. So we've got a strong presence in that region, and we conduct school-to-school interviews. And we're very present in that region. So had another question about the bands that determine whether you fit mid-market or premium market fee. So for that, we use a very numerical system. It is based on the top percentage of schools charging a fee in a region. This is sometimes a bit more of a manual intervention, as we've got some markets that have separate boundaries. For example, Switzerland, we recognise there's a large boarding school presence, and the combined fee is sometimes the only offer. So we do have some alterations to that, but generally speaking, it's the top 25% of schools by highest tuition fee in a country would be in a different market. So somebody has asked for a copy of this. This will be emailed out to you following the presentation today. Is that every question we've had through at the moment? But again, if you'd like to discuss anything further, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me. My contact details are on this slide, and we will be emailing out again today, which will provide my details again for anybody who would like to book a meeting to discuss anything. The meetings are, of course, no obligation at all. Just be happy to connect with anyone that would like to. Thank you very much for your time today, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you.